It's T-Bone and Chick Brew in the morning. And now for a quick disclaimer. The T-Bone
and Chick Brew
in the morning show is for infotainment purposes only.
The opinions expressed here do not represent
Naval Station Rhoda, the Armed Forces Network,
or the Department of Defense.
Thanks for listening.
Thanks for listening.
Thanks for listening.
That is the prettiest sound I've ever heard.
I like to get it out before the microphone comes on. You know, I know I need to make, so I do this every morning in the studio, the TV studio. I just a bunch of gurgling and spitting, and am I good? I'm just making idle chit chat while we look at.
Yeah. I mean, mostly, you're good. I turned you down a little bit, but maybe you need to come up a little bit.
If you could turn me up here.
Is that better?
Yeah, and then I just did what I shouldn't have done right in the. Good morning. It's always awkward. You know, no one's expecting us for a couple more minutes anyway. So
it's true.
But they
early.
are expecting us.
Oh, are they?
Yes. I think there's a challenger to the producer position. I think somebody else would like to be the producer. Now, I don't know if he realizes all the responsibilities that come with being the producer, but I'm willing to hear his proposals. Mike Stanley there, he's got a whole bunch of input for us this morning on what we should be talking about and what music we should be playing. And
he's going to have to talk.
Huh?
I don't think he understands the power that the producer holds, and the lack. I don't think he understands, or the lack of the power.
Well, he hasn't seen the producer's full job description. Right. Is what it is. He thinks she makes it look easy. Plus he doesn't know all the other tasks that are required in being a producer.
I was teaching my class the other day, and I saw the producer from the window, and then I was like, "Ooh, I really shouldn't stop and open the window and yell and scream and wave." She's going into work, I believe.
Wouldn't that have been hilarious?
Probably.
It's always fun to hear voices from above.
Hello, producer. Hello.
So many years ago, the last memory I have of my friend, we were in Gaeta. And it was the end of the day. He was getting ready to come on shift, and I was getting ready to go home for the day. And he was downstairs in his car, and he was making a bunch of noise. Well, you know, sound travels up. Mm-hmm. So I'm way above him. I'm a good 25 feet above him, and the sound's reaching me. And I start yelling out to him, but not crazy yelling, just yelling enough to... So you know that there's someone there, you know? And then when he would turn around, I'd pop back in the window. And I would do this a couple of times. And it was a great laugh when he finally found out the voices from above was me. And
it's always you.
Yeah.
It is always you.
It was the last time I saw him. He got in a motorcycle accident the very next day.
Well, thank you for that.
Well, I mean...
motorcycle safety is very...
Yeah, motorcycle safety. But you know what? Life is life, man. It happens.
It does.
So... the last memory I have of my friend was a good memory.
That's important.
Yeah. I think it is important.
And you know what's interesting is I will be in Gaeta this week.
You will not.
I will.
What will you be doing in Gaeta?
Visiting with my friend, whose last name is also Gaeta. That's where his family's from. That's where his family's from. He lives there now. We went to high school together. So
really?
I have drill, which will take me to Naples.
Okay.
Which, as we know, is just a stone's throw from Gaeta. So I will be there.
Well, it's a 60-mile stone's throw, but it's a stone's throw.
We're from Texas.
That
is a stone's throw in our eyes.
You should meet all of my Gaeta friends. They're all still there. They are. And this is the secret that I don't even know if I want to tell because they don't listen to us. They don't even know what AFN is in Gaeta. Gaeta is the fountain of youth. These people that I've known for 20 or 25 years have not aged. They're all there. They're all the same age. You have to move there.
Oh, well,
yeah.
I mean, it's beautiful.
Oh, my God.
It is absolutely gorgeous.
Yes, there is, if I had a choice, if money wasn't an issue and distance, if teleportation were a thing, and, you know, I could just boom, and see my kids, and boom, see whatever. You know, whatever it was... my home base would be Gaeta.
So you would boom into work here and then boom to Gaeta for the evening and then holidays, boom to see your kids.
Absolutely.
That would be so awesome.
Yes, please, weirdos out there who are into science and stuff, teleportation. Let's make that happen.
Yeah, why are we not working harder on that?
Right.
I got completely distracted.
It's T-Bone and Chick Brew in the morning, and we are looking forward to speaking to our Spanish listeners this morning. So give us a call, 727-1025, or for your Spanish, it's 956-82-1025.
I was just listening to that song real fast. Sorry. they want to go back to 1999. Is that their birth year?
I have no idea.
I'm pretty sure that's like their birth year.
I don't know. I had a great cold open and you ruined it.
Sorry.
I was going to say something that tied into our conversation that would have been fun for the listeners, even though they had no idea what it was. And then you wanted to. We don't talk about the lyrics of the songs anymore. You know this, okay? The Taylor Swift song you played earlier. I think it's got a different meaning. I think it has a different meaning, and it's not you blaming your brother on the things that he did.
Right. It's just that statement brings back many pops in the back of the head.
Yeah. Look what you made me did, right?
Look what you made me do.
Oh, I'm sorry. I was listening to Stacey Abrams this week, so my language is all off.
So it's been that kind of a week.
It's been a crazy week. It's just been insane. And you know what? This is the prequel to next week, which is not going to be exciting for me either. Exciting is not a word. Fun. It's not going to be fun. That's the word I'm looking for. But on the cover of this week's Coastline, there is a beautiful, I'm going to guess, a Belgian Malinois just staring back at me.
Oh, yes.
And this cover is so much better than the one we've been talking about recently.
Oh, because look at those eyes.
Right?
Those eyes are full of love.
Although, if you put the other cover and the connotation that it had side by side with this one, it only expounds on my predication that that was not a good shot. Anywho. So, Mike Stanley, and anniversaries. A lot of anniversaries going on today. The Sprues are celebrating their anniversary. And the Stanleys? I think the Stanleys already did. Somebody else. There's people celebrating anniversaries that tell me I'm supposed to remember. I don't. And
I barely remember mine.
I know. I've never forgotten mine. I'm good like that. So these people, I'm just wondering, like, why? Why could you not afford Valentine's? Could you not wait? Was like the baby going to happen between now and Valentine? Valentine's is literally 6 days away. You couldn't wait? Or was the venue too expensive? If you got married in the days leading up to Valentine's Day and not on Valentine's Day, I'm really interested to know your thought processes.
It was probably the Friday or Saturday
leading up to
Valentine's weekend.
I don't know. 6 days out, I don't know if that works.
It could be.
So you're saying like Valentine's Day was on a Friday.
The ship was gonna leave.
Yeah.
I mean, this is a Navy community.
I'm just interested. I'm interested in knowing. The other thing I'm interested in knowing is we know we got Spanish listeners. We know you're out there. You've contacted us. I'm curious, like, why? Why do our Spanish friends listen to us? They have, when it comes to music options, they have a whole bunch of music options. Why do you, my Spanish amigos and amigas, why do you choose to listen to AFN? I'm just curious because, you know.
We like listening to the Weird Americans.
When I worked with Radio Lupo in Italy, that was a thing. They liked hearing Americans pronounce American things because when a Spanish or an Italian or the Japanese especially, when they pronounce words, they have an accent to them and they don't want to learn the accent. They want to learn more natural speaking.
Oh.
So we're like for the...
and we're giving them garbage words. Like, no, we give good words.
I just use predication properly in a sentence. Why would that be bad? I'm not even sure if it's a word, but it sounds like it's a really good official, like 3-syllable word. I don't know. I wasn't counting. It's a triple word bonus. Hey, folks, it's T-Bone and Chick Brew in the morning, and we've got our actual audience listening this morning. So good morning, Dave, Max, Mike, Shirley. Good morning, Shirley. I don't know. Who else is listening?
The manager.
The manager. Zeus, good morning, buddy. I'm glad you're listening. You're one of my favorite audience members. So, now it's back to the music, and we'll be back with more information, news, weather, traffic together. It's T-Bone and Chick Brew in the morning. Yeah, so here's something you don't hear every day. One of our listeners, one of our loyal listeners.
A regular?
Not only a regular, but a regular with good memory, hit me up on the email there and said something about, hey, Valentine's Day's coming. And I was like, yeah, and? It's like, and then proceeded to tell me my Valentine's Day survival information. Huh?
Oh, wow.
Now, I don't really think it's that different. I say the same thing all the time, but it prompted me to want to go back and listen. Like, what did I say at least last year that was so wildly entertaining that people remembered it prior to Thanksgiving. Yeah, prior to Thanksgiving.
Oh, I love Thanksgiving.
Prior to Valentine's Day. Do you remember the Valentine's Day survival kit as professed by T-Bone?
Was I here? I was here.
I hope so. I really hate when I have discussions about you and it wasn't you. It's really, it ties into my other
I
thing.
had just gotten back from the States, so I don't remember.
It ties
anything.
into my other thing about what not to do when you get caught cheating.
Forget if you were there?
Because there's a very famous person that got caught because he was stupid and he should have known better. For a variety of reasons, he should have known better. And not only that, but he really should have traded up. What he cheated with really wasn't much different than what he had. So
Well, he is consistent.
no, that's just not. That's stupid. It's stupid. So now he did something stupid for a stupid reason, and he got caught, and now he's trying to blame other people.
Look what you made me do. I see it now. This Taylor Swift song all day long.
You must have leaked those photographs of me
that was
doing
on the
things.
News. Yes. That's so funny.
Wait, you were doing them? Yeah, but you leaked the photographs. But you are in the photographs doing the hand holding. And the greatest part about it is this guy that we're talking about is one of the ultra rich, right?
Yes.
Okay, maybe the.
It was on
ultra-rich.
AP Radio News this morning.
Oh, we can talk about it then.
Yeah.
Yeah. So Jeff Bezos got caught cheating. And one of the pictures that the National Enquirer posted is him and his girlfriend, which again is similar in age to his wife. The only difference between his wife and his girlfriend is a little spice. That's it, because she's of Latin descent. So, and one of the pictures that got him busted was them walking and holding hands. And when you're a billionaire and you're stepping out, you don't hold hands with your mistress. It was one of those where she grabbed his hand moments. If he, it has to be. And if anybody leaked anything, it was probably said girlfriend.
I need you to walk behind me at all times and possibly take photos if it looks good.
We can look good together, assuming I am the world's richest man and I have a mistress on the side. We can be seen in public, but you keep your hands to yourself, okay? That doesn't happen in public.
Now I'm thinking of another wonderful AFN classic. Can't keep my hands to myself.
And were you able to find the happy, the one?
Goodness.
Because nothing like an extramarital affair to make you. No, actually, for me, what makes me happy is when people get caught doing that. The right thing to do, if you're ready to step out on your relationship, is just end the relationship. That's the right thing to do.
It is.
Nobody gets hurt. People get hurt, but people get hurt all the time. People get less hurt if you say, hey, this ain't working out anymore, and I'm going to go somewhere else. And then another person who sounds very similar to me also, because it's just one voice I'm doing, says, yeah, I agree with you.
I am playing myself on TV.
We got more. Oh, and the Valentine's Day Survival Kit is coming up to you. So stay tuned. Keep listening. It's T-Bone and Chick Brew in the morning. Bum-ba-da-bum-bum-bum. Makes me happy when we have actual music requests that we can get in.
That makes me happy too.
Yeah. We're here to serve.
Plus, Pharrell Williams, that song is a good Friday song. That's a good, I am getting off of work for the weekend.
Okay.
Yep.
Yeah.
I was doing a dance with my feet that you can't see.
That would not have made any of that any better.
No, it wouldn't. I am not known for my dancing skills. Believe it or not. I know that sounds...
So we've spent a couple of Valentine's days together.
We have.
Yes. And I have a T-Bone's Valentine's Day Survival Kit. What is in the kit?
A wish and a prayer.
Yeah, well, yeah. All right. Obviously, you're not the person emailing me.
No.
Here's what you need. Gentlemen.
I don't email you ever.
Gentlemen, put down the coffee for a second. Break out the pen and the paper. Let's go ahead and get through this. This is what you have to do on Valentine's Day. And do not buy into the trap. It's all a trap. Do not buy into the trap that I don't want nothing for Valentine's. Don't give me nothing for Valentine. Valentine's is a made-up holiday. Doesn't matter. Don't fall for it. It's a trap. It's a beautiful, smelly piece of cheese sitting on a carving board next to some metalwork. It's a trap. You know what I'm saying? There's a big spring and a trigger mechanism involved. It's a trap. Here's what you need to do. You need to get some flowers. If you love your wife, you get her roses. It's what you do. Don't argue with me. It's what you do. You get some Russell Stovers. You get some.
Yeah.
Yeah. It doesn't have to be. I'm sure Hershey's makes something, but it comes in a box. It's red. It's got like fancy plastic on it. You get that. You
Get the kind that says what's in them. I don't care what brand of chocolate you go for, but I need to know what's in it before I bite into it. It's crucial.
Only because you're you, I'm going to allow that recommendation to stand. I prefer the surprise.
Well, then you can close your eyes and pick one.
It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter what chocolate is in a chocolate box. I'm not the guy who's like, ew, this one's got nutmeg in it. I'm not that guy. I'm like, that's a different flavor. Glob, glob, glob. But based on the recommendation of my co-host, I'm going to say, get the ones that tell you what's in them.
Do it.
Yeah. So flowers, chocolates, and one last thing. You need one more thing. What is it, Chick Brew?
A puppy.
Stop it. A card.
A puppy.
A card. Now, shopping for a Valentine's Day card for men is very, very easy. You go to the aisle where everything is red, look for the word Valentine, and grab one. It doesn't matter what it says inside. It's going to be a nice message about Valentines. They don't give them to us. It's not like men get Valentine cards from their women's. It's men giving them to women, so you're good at randomly picking out anything in the red section under V. Pick that out. And then write inside the card, I love you, and sign your name.
Do not write Happy VD Love.
Oh, I so want to do that. I so want to do that.
Don't do that.
This is my official notification. Happy VD.
You have an appointment on Tuesday. Chocolate-coated penicillin for you.
Chocolate-covered penicillin.
This might be the day we get fired.
Oh, that's hilarious. So that's what you need. You need flowers, preferably roses. You need chocolates with what's in them, with the
yes, the descriptor where it's on the bottom.
Yeah, with the description of what's in them on the back. And you need a card, and the card needs to say, I love you, and it needs to be signed by you. That's what you need. That's how you survive Valentine's Day every year. If anybody's got any challenge to what I just said, I dare you to call me or look me up on any of the Facebook pages. 727-1025, 956-821-1025, or Facebook.
Is that what you sing when you start walking in the studio and you see me and I'm smiling?
That's my girl.
That's my girl.
That's my girl. And then the AFN chorus keeps coming in.
Right. I don't know what she's saying there.
She's clearly saying AFN, and that's my girl. AFN, that's my girl. Don't. Yes.
Yeah, yes, that's
Hey,
your song to me.
Good morning, John. It's nice to have our Greece listeners listening in. It is fun if we could get a better following in other markets. So we're available for listening in the entire European region. You could probably pick us up in the Korean region, but I don't know who'd be listening at that time of the day. But we should work towards getting that audience.
More listeners in other locations.
More listeners in other locations. Like when you're in Naples, you need to be pushing our show.
Oh, of course.
Yeah. And when you're in Gaeta, talk to all my friends. Go to the base. Talk to my friends. Tell them, listen. I'll email them afterwards. They don't listen. They should listen. We talk about them.
We're here for you.
We'll get so good at what we do. We'll make the new AFN regional headquarters, Rhoda, and then they can bring the 1MC here.
No.
So I share a lot of moments in my private life on the Facebooks. And recently I had a hot sauce experience.
Oh.
Yes. It's a very good hot sauce. I like hot sauces. This one's got some kick to it, and it comes in a little outhouse box. It's very funny.
Oh, I know exactly which brand you're talking about. Sold.
Going in, smooth. It's got a nice taste. It doesn't hurt you. Coming out, smooth. But if you get any of that sauce anywhere else on your body, it lets you know it's strayed. It's strayed from the digestive tract to an area it probably shouldn't be. God forbid you touch your eyes.
Oh,
man.
No.
If you don't know what a million Scoville units feels like, well, that'll let you know real quick.
Oh, man.
Yes.
And I like spicy things. One of my favorite bars back home, they do the Apocalypse hot wings. And the last time I ate those wings, I was at the bar with my friend Frapp, and Frapp used to play in a hair band from the 80s. He plays bass. He's missing a finger, and he does weird things. And he was like, "I love these wings," so he took the wing and did that whole like ate it in one bite type deal.
The way you should do it.
Yes, and then took a shot of the black, you know what I'm talking about, and then sneezed.
Okay.
It was he cried.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's going to be...
He's like, that hurt worse than when I lost my finger.
That's going to bring a lot of pain to the equation.
Yeah.
I like hot. I like spicy. I don't like stupid. Because there are sauces out there that for no other reason try to melt your face off.
Right.
And there's no fun in that.
It's no flavor. You're just trying to hurt me.
But there is a web series that I really enjoy. Yeah, you know what I'm talking about. Where the interviewer talks to very famous people, and they do a wonderful interview over 10 progressively hotter hot wings. And,
Michael Cera one was so good. I was so impressed by him.
I just watched the Gordon Ramsay one, and it was, well, I have to be careful because I'll start speaking like Gordon Ramsay, and I can't do that without a beep button.
Oh, yep,
Yeah,
that one's broken on this board.
He does not like hot food.
He's not a spicy.
He is not. But his daughter forced him to go on the show, which I thought was hilarious.
That's a good daughter.
Yeah. So my goal towards being famous is just to be famous enough. Not like famous where I have to worry about somebody taking a picture of me holding hands with my mistress famous. I'm talking like
the producer would never let that happen.
Just famous enough to go on that show or like Celebrity Jeopardy or or like the celebrity race car thing. Just that famous. Not too famous. Just
B-list.
Celebrity Big Brother. Just famous enough to make it into the Big Brother house. It's T-Bone and Chick Brew in the morning. Keep listening for other weird stuff, and I'll remind you of what you need to do for the upcoming Valentine's Day holiday. So here's one of those things the audience doesn't get very often. A correction from me.
Oh.
Yes, apparently.
Wait, hold on.
What?
It's time for a T-Bone correction.
Oh,
I just made that up because I've never had to do that before.
Had I not laughed through that, I would have just dubbed it, and that would have been part of my new theme song. Anyway, Aster, the wonderful military working dog that is gracing the cover of your Coastline this week, or bi-weekly now, I think it is. I don't think they do it.
Bi-weekly.
Yeah, whatever. Putting on a weekly is too hard.
It is.
So your bi-weekly cover, Aster the MWD, is not a Belgian Malinois, as incorrectly stated by me. He is a German Shepherd.
He is beautiful, and Aster is such a good name.
He is a beautiful dog, but again, with our previous discussions, this dog and that photo, I'm going to have to put them up because I don't believe I'm the only crazy person out there who thinks this. I believe other people agree with me that there's a theme going on here, and it's got to be. You have to be mindful of this theme. You can't. Once upon a time in Gaeta, we were prevented from wearing our uniforms, not because we're Americans or anything crazy like that or terrorist activity, but because the Johnny Cashes that we wore back in the 90s looked too much like a uniform that country had history with.
Oh.
Yeah, so we weren't allowed to wear those because no one wanted the reminder of what those uniforms used to represent in that country. Yeah, so it's a busy weekend for you. You're going to my home of homes.
Yeah.
You're going to my teleportation home of Gaeta. You're going to fall in love with the place. It's absolutely amazing.
You are so starry-eyed right now.
It is the Rota of Italy.
It is.
It's the place you don't want to leave. It's amazing. You'll love it. And with that means we have to leave on time today. So with leaving on time, we've said hello to all of our peoples. Thanks, Will, for helping us out there with that correction on Aster. Thanks, Mike and Shirley, for listening. Of course, Dave is listening. Max
Dave.
and Hareth is listening. So we have a good Zeus is listening. We got a good audience this morning.
Zeus is such a good boy.
Our Parking Lot Zombies, I'm sure they were listening before coffee was available. So this whole show, we've been talking about everything, like we always do. It's hit or miss what we stay on topic. But we have hit on the Valentine's Day survival kit. What you need to survive Valentine's Day. Here's a reminder with a bonus. We're going to start with the bonus.
Ooh.
Yeah, the bonus is don't get killed. Nothing ruins Valentine's Day in what is it? Perpetual? No, what's the forever state of caring? It starts with a P. Well, we failed our English lesson today. Anyway,
It just escalated so quickly. I don't even know what to do with that.
yeah, there's a word, and it's going to hit me like 7 days from now. So the reason you don't want to die on Valentine's Day or around Valentine's Day if you love your partner is because then it will always be sad. So how do we not die? Well, there's things we can do. You know, if you're having bad habits that lead to an early death, you should probably stop those. Smoking, you should quit it. You should. There's just no, I'm not being militant about it. I'm just saying, if you're smoking, you know it's bad for you, stop doing it. If you're drinking excessively, you need to stop that. If you're fat, you need to lose weight. Basically, we're talking about T-Bone here. But
Who are we talking about?
if this applies to you, you can also take on this knowledge. Wearing your reflective gear during the hours of darkness.
Especially with the fog smoke or whatever that is.
Yeah, you're killing me because we're closing it out and you're going to do that to me.
Well, no.
We could go a little long.
Yeah, we could go a little long.
All right. So wearing your reflective gear during the hours of darkness. Hey, a quick plug on the Rhoda Rideshare Facebook page. The other day I passed 4 cabs. Each one of them had one person in them, and each one of them was going to the piers. I could have taken 3 of you in one ride. Rhoda Rideshare, look it up on Facebook in the group section. Let's see if we can connect people who need a ride with people who can give a ride and for the cheap. So, Rhoda Rideshare is that reminder. Wear your reflective gear, that's a reminder. Put your fog lights on in the fog. Slow it down. Look out for one another. Don't drink and drive. If you're going out this weekend, have a plan. If you don't have a plan, you plan to fail. Remember, the One Taxi app is amazing. It treats every cab in the Rhoda greater metropolitan area like a Uber. That's fantastic. We've covered everything. And now, that was all of your bonus. Here's how to get through Valentine's Day. You get her roses. You get her chocolates that tell her what the chocolate is so she can be finicky if she wants.
Yes.
Or persnickery.
Ooh,
yes.
Yes.
And then you get her a card. And the card has to be a Valentine's Day card, and it has to say I love you, and it has to have your name on it. Those are the 3 things you need to do. Gentlemen, do those things to survive another year, and don't die before or around Valentine's Day by having a plan.
Solid advice.
That's the best advice you're going to get all day from me, because that's the last advice I'm giving all day from me. This has been T-Bone and Chick Brew in the morning with the infinite reminder, please remember to be the best person that you could be, and if you were a great person yesterday, challenge yourself to be an even better person tomorrow.
And don't forget that you are loved.
You did it so nicely.
Happy
I love
Valentine's Day. That's all
Happy
you get.
Valentine's Day. Damn, we're good.